It's the first step. You've got to do it. I promise. Just start with that. I love working with buyers. It's so much fun. It's one of my favorite things ever. When people go into a house that they really like and they can start picturing their lives there, it's so fun to watch them because, they start standing in different spots and they're like, okay, the couch will go here. This chair that we have will go here and we'll have to get a new coffee table. They start planning things and it's just a lot of fun when people start assigning rooms and doing all these fun things. So when people come to me and they're like, okay, Micah, I think we're ready to buy a house. We've got all our stuff squared away. Like, what do we do? Where do we start? I always tell people, okay, you're going to start with getting your pre-approval. And there's a few reasons why. We're about to go through them. So if you don't know me, my name's Micah, and I'm here to help you with anything and everything having to do with living in Austin, Texas. So the first reason that I tell people to get pre-approved is you learn exactly what you can afford. When you talk with a lender and give them all your financial info and they run your credit and do all of the things that lenders do, they'll be able to tell you, okay, you're approved up to X amount. And this is an estimate of what your monthly payment would look like. That includes taxes and insurance and all of that stuff. They'll be able to tell you. So you have a good idea of, okay, it'll be this much monthly and we're approved up to this amount. And you might think when you get to that point, you might be like, okay, that's a little bit more monthly than we're wanting to spend. And you can talk with your lender and saying, okay, we don't want to go above whatever amount per month. What price point-ish does that put us in? So you might find yourself, you might be approved up to 500, but you might be saying, actually, we don't want to go above 450 because that's kind of the sweet spot for us. So I tell people, work with a lender who will go through those things with you, who will help you kind of figure out what the right placement is for you. They'll be able to help you with that. But I always tell people, you don't have to spend what you're pre-approved for because that is your max. So don't be afraid to say, actually, we don't even want to go above, this amount. So it helps you also narrow down your search. Once you've got that price point and you understand what your monthly payment is going to look like and what you want it to look like, we can knock a lot of homes off the list. So once you've told me, okay, say you're looking for a 4-bed, 2-bath house with a big backyard, we can take a lot of homes off the list with that. And then we'll also knock everything that's 450 and above or whatever your number is off the list. And so instead of looking at 200 houses, you've narrowed it down to about 30 or something like that, whatever the numbers are at the time. So you narrow your search, you help yourself out. You don't have to weed through a million different houses. Then you can figure out which ones of that grouping that you actually like and could see yourself living in. So when you have your pre-approval, you're a way more desirable buyer. When you find that house that you cannot live without, number one, you've got to write an offer pretty quick because if you like the house, we got to get that offer written up because there's a good chance you're not the only person who loves that house. And if that's the case, we want to move quickly. So since you've already got your pre-approval letter done, we can get that offer sent over immediately. So you don't miss out on someone beating you to the punch because they already had their pre-approval letter. So with that, we can write a very strong offer. So with your offer, if you just sent your offer, that just means, okay, they have offered us this much, but can they afford it? We don't know. But with your pre-approval letter, it backs up everything that you're saying in the offer because your lender said they are qualified, they are approved for this loan amount. So your seller can have confidence knowing that you can actually buy that house. So it gives you such a stronger offer, it makes you a way more desirable buyer. And these are the reasons that I totally recommend getting pre-approved before you even start looking at houses. So if you're thinking about buying a house or you just have questions about the process, you're not even sure if you want to dive into that, there's a link in my bio. You can schedule an appointment with me and I'd be happy to talk with you and answer any questions you may have. Again, my name is micah.josey and I'm happy to help. Bye, y'all.